What's going on, guys? King Raven here, coming at you with another video. Today I'm gonna do sort of like a little comparison, sort of like a head to head to head. You'll see what I mean in the video. But before we get into the video, let's do a quick wrist check. Today I'm wearing the Dorenzo DRZ03. I love this watch. This is a Swiss made watch. It wears excellent quality. I mean, it is just a beautiful watch. Really, and everything. I cannot praise these Dorenzos more. This is my first one, and I'm super enjoying it. Check out my Instagram. I just did a post with this watch today. So, you can get some closer pictures and be able to see it better, but I really am enjoying it. So let's get in today's video. Today we're going to talk about some Spydercos, not necessarily just a specific model, but how they compare to each other, because in the Spyderco community there is usually a huge debate, okay? Which is like the king, the best of some of what I call like the big three. Okay, so what I mean is you've got the classic PM2. I mean, you say Spyderco, you think PM2. I mean, that is just synonymous. There's no way around it. The PM2 is one of their most recognized models. This one happens to be in S110V. Okay. Another hugely popular model is the Spyderco Shaman. Some people say the Shaman is the best Spyderco of all. It's definitely rivaling up there with the PM2. You know, so there's been a lot of comparisons between the Shaman and the Paramilitary 2. Which one should you have? Well, to throw the hat in the ring some more, there is a huge loyal following for the Manix 2. So these are what basically I'm calling the big three in this arena. Is the Manix 2 versus the PM2 versus the Shaman. So let's sort of get into a little bit of talking about each one of these. So let's talk with the PM2 first. I mean, it's classic. It is a compression lock. It's got that classic Spyderco PM2 look and design. They've made many different blade variants and steel variants and stuff like that. There's a Tonto PM2. I think there's a Warncliffe PM2. This is the classic blade shape. The only thing different with this one is the steel. This is M110V, S110V. The pocket clip. I prefer the standard pocket clips on Spydercos. I'm not a deep carry clip person. I know deep carry clips is all the rage these days, but I prefer this because, as y'all know, I'm in a wheelchair. I am a double amputee, and when I have this clipped, if it's a deep carry clip, there is not much that I can grab onto. I really have to dig in to be able to get out any hole to be able to pull it out. So, with more classic clips, which is what I prefer, the material runs about here. So, I have this that I can easily get sitting in a sitting position. I can still grab a hold of and be able to pull out. So, I am a traditional clip fan. I'm not a deep carry clip fan. That goes with just about any brand. I have some deep carry clips, but this is my preference. So Spyderco PM2, it's, you know, got the little bump here, which is classic and stuff like that for Spyderco, but this is a very capable, very proven, very carried knife. It's got the forward choil, so you can choke up, you can do different works. There's not much stuff that this particular knife cannot handle. Moving on to the Shaman. Now, the Shaman is a compression lock as well. It has the choil, so you can choke up. This also runs in different variants. I've not seen a different blade shape. This is the only blade shape on the Shaman that I know of, but they do run different steels. This one happens to be in Rex 45. This is an awesome steel. I love Rex 45. It does patina. I just let it patina naturally. I don't do any forced patinas or anything like that. The ergos on the Shaman are stellar. Just like with the PM2, I prefer the traditional clip. Now, this clip is different from the PM2s. The PM2s is more of, they both have this sort of like spoon on the end. They both are very similar in shape, but this 3 screw configuration is just solid, and they've got the lanyard tube over next to it, where the Shaman has the lanyard tube built through the clip. So it is actually in a different configuration, but you're still talking about once you put your material in your pen, you have this amount that you can grab and pull out. I'm not a lanyard fan. I do not use lanyards at all. So the lanyard hole, it could go away on all my knives. I could care less. I'm not a lanyard fan. I know I'm probably just pissed a lot of people off, but I just say what I am, and I'm not a lanyard guy. Okay, so, but I still like this clip. I love the way it carries. It's that traditional, it still gives me my grasp. I think these feel great in the hand compared to a lot of other clips. So I have no issues with these at all. So the lines and everything are a little bit different if you're carrying in your pocket, where the PM2 has more of just like your little hump there. This is more wide across further, more, I guess you could say more consistently wide, where this is just, it's narrower and then it bumps out. So it definitely has a different profile carrying in the pocket or on the pants or however you carry it. I don't have a preference. These are both excellent as far as carrying. I don't have a problem with either one. If we look at the Manix 2, Manix 2 also has the choil where you can choke up. It's got great ergos. This one, instead of being compression lock like those two, this is like a ball lock and everything. There is a ball in the cage right here. So as it goes into position, that clips, that ball pushes in and holds the blade. And then when you pull this back, that ball then releases until it snaps into the other divot where it rests. So this is very strong, very capable lock. I love the ball locks. They make different cages. This happens to be just the polymer cage that comes on it, but they make titanium cages. People do different colors on the cages. There's all sorts of modifications and accessories for all Spydercos. That's one thing about Spydercos. The aftermarket support is just huge on Spydercos. If you don't like the standard variant, that's okay. You can change it to whatever you want it to be. You can customize these knives out the wazoo. So this one has that similar clip to like the PM2, but where the PM2, the lanyard hole is right up here next to the clip, they've lowered it. They've kept this shape and they've just lowered it and put it a little bit deeper, where this one is right next to the top. This one sits a little bit deeper, sort of like right here where your pants would end. So if you were a lanyard guy, I think this would get in the way with the clip going all, your material going all the way up in your clip. But I don't know. I don't have that experience, but that just seems common sense to me. This seems like it would allow the lanyard to be easier. But I think as far as if you were a lanyard person, this is probably the best, because your material rides here. There's no interference with the lanyard whatsoever on this style of clip. So really, it's pick your poison as far as the lanyard clip goes. So between the ergonomics on the Manix 2, the Shaman, and the PM2, it's real tough. Personally, I'm going to say the ergonomics goes to the Manix 2. The Shaman is excellent. It's great ergos. But just for me and the feel in my hands, the Manix 2 is just stellar. This one's an M390. So if I had to rank ergos would be with the Manix 2, my personal opinion. Hard use, now, y'all know me, like I said, I'm in a wheelchair. My hard use is different. I'm boxes, packages, and stuff like that. But I can respect the Shaman is going to be hard use. I cannot imagine you doing anything with what you're supposed to do with a knife that this knife cannot handle right here. So as far as hard use goes, Shaman all the way. Ergos, this edges it out a little bit. Hard use, this for sure edges both of these out. Just straight EDC, like your regular tasks, zipping open boxes, packages, different stuff like that. Even food prep if you want. I'm going to just throw my vote for the PM2. I think this design is just excellent for those just, hey, I need a knife type situation. Need a knife? Flip out your PM2. So those, if you're looking for something where you're more just, I just need a basic knife. If you need to hard use your knife, the Shaman. If you want, in my opinion, the best ergonomics, so you're going to be holding your knife a lot, doing a lot with your knife, the Manix 2. You cannot go wrong with any of these. So King Raven says, have all three. Get them, use them, carry them, get what you like. If you don't like all three, get the one you like. You can't go wrong. These are excellent knives. So as far as the debate between the Manix 2, the Shaman, and the PM2, I say there's no debate. I say have them all. Until next time, y'all be safe out there. This is King Raven. Follow me on Instagram at Shield Arms. And I'll catch you in the next one.